Hey, it's Sean Price with Price & Price Realtors with the weekly market report. Again, with the COVID-19 situation, we're seeing the market making changes, and so we're monitoring this weekly to see kind of what the trend is that's happening. Specifically, the markets I'm looking at are Tysons, Vienna, Mclean, and Great Falls. And last week we saw an influx of inventory come on the market compared to buyers, compared to pendings and active under contracts. This week we saw that correction and it moved back towards that stronger sellers market that we're starting to anticipate happening. So for example, last week we had 64 properties that were either new active or were back on the market, whereas this week we only had 50, so that was down, quite a bit. Versus the active under contract and the pendings, and again, the difference between those just is basically where it is in the contract to close process. Active under pendings last week were 44. This week they're at 52. So basically, last week we had a window where we had inventory and we had a number of properties that went under contract. So there was more of a buyer's market there. There was more space because there was plenty of inventory. That was a 1 week glitch because the weeks before that, it was showing it being closer and closer. Well, this week we had 50 properties that either came back on the market or that were new to the market. We had 52 properties that went active under contract or pending. So basically we're right back to where the numbers of buyers and number of sellers are pretty even. In fact, there's almost more buyers than there are sellers. So we're getting back towards that stronger sellers market. We'll see what this next week holds and see if that trend continues. We also saw an uptick in activity, total activity. So looks like the market is starting to pick back up a little bit. Again, that window that was there was it may be starting to close. At least that's what it looks like this week. As far as properties that came off the market, last week we had 37 that came off the market. This week there were only 17. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week, but it does look like we're moving, at least for this week, we moved back towards more of a strong seller's market. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to post below, and have a great day and stay healthy.